The photograph circulated through social media like wildfire, shared countless times. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For 1000 LB Sister latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Within hours of Tammy Slaton's recent public appearance, it wasn't the first image of her transformation, but something about this particular snapshot struck viewers differently. The composition was simple. Tammy seated at a restaurant table, captured mid-conversation by what appeared to be a fan, yet the reaction from the online community that had followed her journey for years was immediate and visceral. Literally did not recognize her, wrote one longtime follower who had been watching since the early days of 1000 Pound Sisters. The sentiment echoed across comment sections, forums, and discussion threads. What viewers were seeing wasn't just physical change. It was the emergence of someone who seemed fundamentally different from the person they thought they knew. For years, the Slaton sisters had provided a window into their lives through reality television, allowing audiences to witness their struggles with weight, relationships, and personal growth. Tammy, in particular, had become a focal point for viewers who found themselves emotionally invested in her journey. They had watched her navigate health challenges, celebrate small victories, and face setbacks with a mixture of empathy and fascination that characterized the complex relationship between reality TV participants and their audience. The transformation was undeniable. Gone was the figure that had defined her public persona for so long. In its place stood someone whose appearance bore little resemblance to the woman who had graced television screens just months earlier. The weight loss was dramatic, certainly, but it was more than that. There was something in her posture, her expression, the way she carried herself, that suggested a complete metamorphosis. Social media analytics showed an uptick in searches for Tammy's name within hours of the photograph's appearance. Fans who had been relatively dormant in their engagement suddenly became active, posting, sharing, and, with dramatic personal changes, drawing parallels between their journeys and what they perceived Tammy to have undergone. Others questioned whether their investment in her story had been appropriate, wondering if they had crossed boundaries between observation and obsession. The transformation also sparked conversations about authenticity in reality television. Had viewers been watching the real Tammy all along, or had they constructed a version of her based on what they wanted to see? The dramatic physical change forced a reckoning with the ways audiences project their own desires, fears, and expectations onto the people whose stories they consume for entertainment. Health and wellness communities that had followed Tammy's journey closely found themselves divided in their responses. Some celebrated what they saw as a remarkable achievement, sharing the image as inspiration for others facing similar challenges. Others expressed concern about the rapidity of the transformation, wondering whether such dramatic changes could be healthy or sustainable. The photograph became a Rorschach test of sorts, revealing more about the viewers than about the subject herself. People saw in it whatever they were prepared to see: hope, caution, inspiration, concern, or simply the confirmation of their existing beliefs about weight loss, personal transformation, and the nature of change itself. For many fans, the moment represented a loss of narrative certainty. They had followed a story arc for years, understanding themselves as witnesses to someone else's journey towards self-improvement. Now, faced with evidence that the person they thought they knew had changed beyond recognition, they were forced to confront the fluid nature of identity and the limitations of their own understanding. Some viewers reported feeling betrayed, though they struggled to articulate what exactly had been betrayed. It wasn't that Tammy had deceived them. There had been no secret kept, no lie told. Rather, her transformation revealed the fundamental unknowability of other people, even those whose images and words fill hours of our entertainment consumption. The incident illuminated the strange paradox of reality television fandom, the simultaneous intimacy and distance that characterizes these relationships. Viewers feel they know these people intimately, yet they recognize that their knowledge is constructed from carefully curated moments, filtered through cameras, producers, and the participants' own choices about what to share and what to conceal. As days passed and more images emerged, the initial shock gave way to a more complex understanding. Fans began to recognize that what they had experienced wasn't really about Tammy at all. It was about their own assumptions, projections, and the ways they make meaning from the lives of others. The transformation served as a mirror, reflecting back their own relationship with change, identity, and the stories they tell themselves about the approach to life. For many individuals struggling with weight issues, seeing someone who has achieved such dramatic results can provide hope and motivation. Sladen's transformation serves as living proof that significant change is possible, regardless of starting point or previous struggles. Her journey demonstrates that with dedication, support, and persistence, dramatic improvements in health and appearance can be achieved. The maintenance of such significant weight loss presents its own set of challenges. The initial weight loss, while difficult, is often just the beginning of a lifelong commitment to maintaining healthy habits and lifestyle choices. The long-term success of Sladen's transformation will ultimately be measured not just by these recent photographs, but by her ability to sustain these changes over time. The ripple effects of personal transformation often extend to family, friends, and community. Sladen's journey likely serves as an inspiration to others in her life who may be facing similar challenges. Personal transformation has a way of creating positive change that extends far beyond the individual, influencing and motivating those around them. The entertainment industry's coverage of such transformations often focuses on the dramatic visual aspects, but the real story lies in the daily commitment, the small victories, the moments of doubt overcome, and the fundamental changes in approach to health and wellness. These elements, while less visually striking than before and after photographs, represent the true substance of lasting transformation. Looking forward, Sladen's journey serves as an ongoing reminder that transformation is possible at any stage of life. Age, circumstances, and past struggles do not preclude the possibility of dramatic, positive change. Her story continues to evolve, and her commitment to maintaining her results will likely provide continued inspiration to those following her journey. The broader implications of her transformation extend to conversations about health, wellness, and body positivity. While her dramatic weight loss represents one approach to addressing health challenges, it also highlights the importance of individual journeys and the need for personalized approaches to health and wellness. The celebration of such transformations, while inspiring, also carries responsibility. It's important to recognize that every individual's journey is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. The focus should always be on health and well-being rather than purely aesthetic outcomes. As Sladen continues to share her journey, her transformation serves as a powerful example of human resilience and the capacity for positive change. The photographs that have captured public attention represent not just the end result of her efforts, but a milestone in an ongoing journey of self-improvement and personal growth. The significance of her achievement extends beyond the numbers on a scale or Sometimes medical interventions all play crucial roles in achieving and maintaining such dramatic results. The discipline required to sustain these changes over time often becomes as much a part of the transformation as the physical results themselves. Beyond the immediate visual impact, Sladen's transformation likely represents improvements in numerous aspects of health and quality of life. Significant weight loss often leads to increased mobility, reduced risk of various health conditions, improved energy levels, and enhanced overall well-being. These benefits, while perhaps less immediately visible than the physical transformation, are equally important in understanding the full scope of her achievement. The role of public support and accountability cannot be understated in journeys of this nature. Having shared her story with a wide audience through television and social media, Sladen has likely benefited from the encouragement and motivation that comes from knowing others are following her progress. This public dimension of her journey may have provided additional motivation during challenging periods. The psychological aspects of such a transformation are equally significant. Weight loss of this magnitude often involves confronting deep-seated issues related to self-image, confidence, relationships, and personal identity. The person who emerges from such a journey is often fundamentally different, not just in appearance, but in outlook, confidence, and approach to life. For many individuals struggling with weight issues, seeing someone who has achieved such dramatic results can provide hope and motivation. Slayton's transformation serves as living proof that significant change is possible, regardless of starting point or previous struggles. Her journey demonstrates that, with dedication, support, and persistence, dramatic improvements in health and appearance can be achieved. The maintenance of such significant weight loss presents its own set of challenges. The initial weight loss, while difficult, is often just the beginning of a lifelong commitment to maintaining healthy habits and lifestyle choices. The long-term success of Slayton's transformation will ultimately be measured not just by these recent photographs, but by her ability to sustain these changes over time. The ripple effects of personal transformation often extend to family, friends, and community. Slayton's journey likely serves as an inspiration to others in her life who may be facing similar challenges. Personal transformation has a way of creating positive change that extends far beyond the individual, influencing and motivating those around them. The entertainment industry's coverage of such transformations often focuses on the dramatic visual aspects, but the real story lies in the daily commitment, the small victories, the moments of doubt overcome, and the fundamental changes in approach to health and wellness. These elements, while less visually striking than before and